Oops. Hi. It's late. I know. I don't know if anybody's going to show up. Oop. Says one person. Hi, it's Nancy from Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. How's everybody doing? I just decided to come on for a little bit, maybe an hour tops. How you doing? Machel? Where you from? What are you doing tonight? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? Did you have your turkey? I'm good. A little tired, so I'm going to try to make this a little, not too long. We'll see if anybody, because I didn't schedule it, so as usual, I just kind of get on. I'm good. I'm just, hi, Angry Cats. Hope you all had a good Thanksgiving. Hey, Veronica. I'm just figured I'd go on. My husband fell asleep. He hasn't been feeling well. Hey, Diane. Oh, West Virginia. I don't think I've ever been there. And Diane's from Iowa. I know where. Oh, Buddha of Destiny. Do you crochet? Anyway. Thank you. Hey, Katrina, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Thank everybody for coming in. Yeah, so basically most of us crochet here. And, that's what we talk about. Me too, Diane. I love crocheting, but lately I've been tired a lot. So I did just finish a blanket for my grandbaby, and I bought some yarn. So I figured I'd show you all. Oh, yeah, Veronica has a giveaway. You should check it out. You bought some yarn too? Yeah, I ended up going to Joann's yesterday. I heard they had $5 pound. I got some. I bought a little bit. I didn't go too crazy. I got a green one. $5. I don't know why I bought it. I think I might make another baby blanket with some green, and I got some yellow. Where did it go? There's a bag over here on the floor. It's funny, they don't, there was only one, so I took it. And this one looks bigger, but this one's definitely more condensed. I have to weigh these on the scale. I'm just curious. I even asked the lady. I got this yellow. I figured I could make a baby blanket, with yellow and green. We'll see. I just finished a blanket. It came out really nice. And then these weren't $5. I spent a little more, and I got some Pound of Love. They came out to 45% off. Well, that's good. You spent 8 hours. Angry Cats. What's your name again? I'm sorry. She spent 8 solid hours in the car. I think I would get nauseous with my head down, let's say. And anyway, these were like 45% off. Oh, cool. Yeah, the green would be good for that. Yeah. I found some baby Yoda earrings. I don't know where they are now. They're somewhere buried under I have a little mess on my little end table here. So I also got a black in the Pound of Love. So that one costs slightly more, but I like it's a little lighter. So if I do make a shawl with it, it's not super heavy. I made once a black and white shawl with those. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But here I got the blanket, and it was so much easier than I thought. I had this yarn. I used some blue. I don't know. There's not much left. There's a little more over there. Gotta stand up. I used the variegated in there. It's a Jada and Stitches tutorial. So it kind of like came out a little psychedelic. This is yellow, like a light yellow. Thank you. Yes. You had just, I wasn't there the whole time. I was late for your live. I came in, and then then my daughter-in-law came over with the baby, and she was just going to hang out. You know, they're having another boy, so that's why the blue. We found out it's a boy. Thank you. So I'm going to be a grandma again. I'm so excited. It's going to be a while till the baby comes, you know. I haven't done too many projects this week. You know, I finished this in like 4 days, so it worked up really quickly. And to me, a blanket, it's a good size. It's about 40 inches round. Anyway, I'm gonna throw it on the bed. Anyway, and then I decided to try something new. Thank you, thank you. We've known for like almost a month, but I'm not allowed to post it on Facebook. You know, I'm allowed to tell people though. I made this. Like it could be for a baby blanket, but you got to make all the squares. And it took kind of a long time. You know, I started to make a green one and I didn't like, I think I messed up. So I'm going to have to rip it out and have to frog it. Yeah. So this is cute, but you know, it's really tight. You want to see the bag I made? Which one? This one didn't come out so good. This I made last week. This one, you make the solid granny square on the bottom. Yay, you made it. My friend Tara. I just decided to go on a whim. My husband fell asleep. He's not feeling well. So he conked out. So anyway, so it came out pretty good. I used the, not candy shop. I have a bunch of candy shops. So I had one of those and then I added some white. And it's acrylic. But somebody once said that these are better if you make them in cotton. So I attempted to make it in this comfy cotton. And I hate this comfy cotton. I think I didn't like it for the bag. And it was a thinner yarn, so it took longer, and then I ended up making the bottom too big, and I didn't go hot. I had to like play with it because it was a little short. Didn't come out as nice. Wait, there's another bag. Which bag is it you like? The market bag? Thank you. This is the Bag O' Day crochet bag. I made a bunch of these. The blue one. This one. This one? Yeah, this was from, yeah, I have some, there's some comfy cotton that's not like all splitty too. It was really splitty. I was just trying to use it up. I thought maybe it'd be good. Anyway, it came out a little weird. And it was the same pattern, but I ended up making the bottom too big and then it was just taking forever to, I didn't want to use another ball, so I just kind of finished it, you know? Yeah, it's the same. This is the same one Rose makes. So it was through Bob Wilson 123. She shares the link in one of her videos. So I did share the link on I think one of my last videos, the one that I talked about it. So it should be there. You know, I just don't want to. I did 2 bags in a row. So sometimes I'll make a couple of things in a row, but then I want to do something different. You know. And then I attempted this. It's a square, like you have to make a bunch of them. Came out cute. It's really stiff. What do you think? And you know, when you get on the back side, you do the like all these double crochets, like incomplete ones, like, and then it makes the puff stitches. Except for it kind of took a long time to make one square, and I don't know. You need like, says you're good with the Bible, the Bible. Well, it was the first time I did bobbles. You know, I did it last night. I started it last night, but I was tired. I went to bed and I finished it in the morning. My husband hasn't been feeling good, and he woke me up at like 5:30 or something because he couldn't sleep. And so then I was awake. I couldn't go back to sleep. So I decided I'll have a coffee and I'll just crochet, you know? Yeah, it's okay. I like the Bible too. Anyway, so I didn't do too much. And then I just started something. So I bought this yarn at Hobby Lobby on clearance. It's the ice cream scoop. And I figured this would be good for a boy. It's got blue and has green and has yellow and a little bit of white. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. So I decided, I don't know, I've been having trouble with when I watch the YouTube on my TV and I look at like all the things that all the tutorials, it's not coming up on my TV. I have to look at my phone. But I decided to look at Fiber Spider, and he had this glorious granny, and I started this. This yarn is so thin. I know, it's just, do you like thin yarn? It's just, I think it's going to take forever. I just started it. I feel like I just made one granny square, and I've been working on it a little bit on and off. I think I started it earlier, but then I had company. The baby was here with my daughter-in-law. So I think, yeah, it's nice for baby. That's what it would be for my baby. Because I'm going to have a new baby in June, you know? So anyway, I got like 6 of these. I don't have the paper here, but it was like $1.20 something. I bought it for like $1.20 something. Can't complain about the price, you know? I've worked with this before. I once made a corner to corner with it, you know? You never crochet. Do you ever crochet, Veronica, with number 3 yarn? I've done it many times because I really like the look of like shawl and a ball. It says number 4, but it's like number 3, you know? Anyway, I know that Rose from Rose Likes Crochet has made the glorious granny. I definitely think I would enjoy it more if I went with the thicker yarn. And I have plenty of thicker yarn. I do want to use this yarn, but I'm not so sure. I think I would just tempted to just rip it out and just do a regular granny with it. Because I could tell it's got these triple crochets in the back loop, and it's just going to take so long. You know, I think it'll take me over a week. I have another color too. I have one that has more girly. This one kind of could be good for a boy, and the other one I have is good for a girl, a baby, you know. I have a friend who's getting her daughter-in-law and son are having a baby, and they decided not to know what they're having, you know, thirsty. Anyway, so that's the story. Who's he? Hey, how you doing? The inspirational dynamic diva, Trey. Is it Trey? Trey name? Thanks for coming in. And crocheting around New Zealand. Hi, nice to meet you. I don't know your name. I'm Nancy. This is Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. So I'm just talking about baby blankets. I'm going to be a grandma again. And I was showing some of the things that I've made. You know, Trish. So where are you? So you're from New Zealand. I was going to say, where are you from? What time is it by you, Trish? Where are you from, the Dynamic Diva, Trey? Yeah, that was creative, right? So what number 3 and number 4 are your favorite, Michelle? I did the web. Yeah, I think like he uses some of this yarn for like shawls too. So this is good yarn for shawls and like a neutral in the gray with the black and the white. Oh, it's 3 p.m. Monday there. Interesting. It's 9:15 p.m. here. I'm in Florida. Oh, you're in Tampa, so we're both in Florida. You know. Anyway, I went to church this morning and they had Christmas decorations, so that was cheerful. Not a lot of people were there though. I've made the virus blanket. I made it in like, I had an ombre. I think it was, can't remember. It was mandala ombre, and I made it. It was like pink and whites. I still have it. I put it on my SD shop, but it hasn't sold yet. You know. Yeah, this is the Glorious Granny. This is a number 4 hook. So we'll see. I started it. Maybe I'll just work with it. I have to start making more than one project, so I get sick of something. I could go back and forth like everybody else. You know? I don't know who was late, but you know, I made a few bags recently in the Bible. I did get some more Dollar Tree yarn recently. So we'll all get bargain yarn. Anyway, I didn't do enough crocheting today. Oh, so you make baby blankets too? Yeah, for some reason, although I like granny squares, like I don't like assembling them. I'm not as good at sewing them together as making them. I know. Well, he recommended the number 4 because of the stitch. Like he made like it didn't look good, you know. He made like it didn't look good because of this Glorious Granny has this triple crochet. Oh yeah, I have a Virus Meets Granny in my car. I've made several of those. I made a lot of shawls for like a while, and then I occasionally have to throw something else in, you know. You get bored of making the same thing over and over. But there's always something I haven't made, you know. Just like that Glorious Granny. It's definitely, I think I would enjoy it more with the number 4 yarn. So I might start it with a different yarn and see how it looks. I have some candy shop, and I was gonna like, you know, add some, it has like multicolor in it. I was gonna add some solid. I made a couple of sweaters. I made a short sleeve sweater and one like 3/4 sleeve sweater, but I live in Florida and it's so hot here. So how much use am I gonna get out of it? And I've made ponchos too. Have you made the virus poncho? It's easy. There is a tutorial out there for it. I have one in the closet, and I haven't worn it. I usually will bring like at least a shawl to church. So you've been busy too. Do you make videos, Trish, from New Zealand? Do you make videos and like show them, like show everybody what you make like I do? I never try to make socks. Angry Cat Craft says she's in an attempt to make socks. Well, I don't knit. I had found this knitting machine, a small one, and I found this channel. It's a really nice lady, and she's actually in Netherlands. She's in the Netherlands. And she has some cute tutorials how to use a small knitting machine. But my knitting machine is like a really crappy one, and I only paid $3 for it. But I think you can make socks with that. Sometimes it's fun to make small, quick projects, you know? I mean, with the amount of yarn I have, it'd be nice to be able to make some really fast projects, right? There's a lot of things I think about making, but, how much time do we have? I'd like to make some Christmas ornaments. December didn't get here yet. Hey, Debbie, how you doing? So happy you're here. Oh, thirsty. I got a big light on me, so it's hot. I'm showing everybody what I made, although if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen basically everything I made. Oh, my nose is itching. Have anybody here done the Glorious Granny? I just started it earlier. This is a number 3 yarn. It's really thin. You know, I mean, I'm not so terrible with working with it. It's just that extra triple. It's like a double, triple crochet that goes in the back loop. It just takes extra long, you know. I definitely would. I think I'd enjoy this more with the heavier yarn, like a number 4. You know, because it would, you know, I could use a bigger hook. This number 4 hooks, yucky. Hey Brenda, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so this is what I started. Who didn't see my blanket? Sorry to repeat myself. This was from Jada, and other people have the same type blanket. It's a 12-point star, so it's hard to hold it up. Good size. I had some variegated yarn, and it had yellow and green and the blue, and I had some blue. This blue, I got all this yarn on clearance or at the Goodwill or whatever. But I had some from AC Moore, so I put the yellow, and then I put the variegated, and then I put some more variegated at the end. So it came out good. Thank you. Anyway, so that's the first thing I made for my next grandbaby, who's due in June. You're welcome. Come anytime. So you like to crochet, Brenda? Tell me what you like to make. Yeah, well, what did I do with that market bag? Oh, there it is. I mean, I haven't attempted to use it. Hey, Julie, how you doing? I think I did this in like 2 days. That's what I did. I learned to make washcloths first. I made a lot of washcloths before I even attempted to make a baby blanket. And that's when I relearned, because I learned when I was younger. So I relearned on YouTube basically by making washcloths. Yeah, Debbie, I see you make nice things too. And so does Tara. Everybody here makes nice things. You know? Like right now, I'm still like, I don't have extra whips. I do have something there. I think I'm going to frog though, that I started today also. And if I start something and it's not coming out good, I just rip it out, and I don't save it for another day, you know? I mean, I do look at everybody's stuff, but I've followed a lot of people recently on Instagram, and I started getting more followers, but you know, then you're seeing more people's stuff. So like now I'm following like 1,000 people, but if they don't post anything, I'm not going to see anything from them, you know? You have too many whips, Debbie? I just have this here, my glorious granny that I just started. And then I started to make another one of these, and I think I made a mistake, so I think I got to frog it. Yeah, I think the green yarn that I started to make in this was extra thick or something. And this yarn is like really, really thin. So whatever. I'll figure it out. Yeah, I get excited. Like if I finish a project and it's late at night, I'll like run and take a picture of it and post it. And then sometimes I can't sleep after, you know? Oh, you started that too? Yeah, well, that's one of the ones, like I've done a lot of Fiber Spiders tutorials. I mean, he's got so many, I haven't made a big dent in them. I don't have a running list, but I've made several. Okay, Brenda she says, yes, she crochets. She makes blankets, pouches or ponchos, and hats mostly. And I've been trying new things. Yeah, I like to, a child's cape. So I made I made a couple of child's ponchos and sold them once. Oh, okay. Yeah, listen, sometimes I take it outside because I live in Florida, and I, take pictures outside. Cinching? What does that mean? You said mine's not curling, but cinching. Excuse me. Yeah, I thought you said ponchos. I'm not doing anything on that, Esty. Nothing's happening. My one friend bought something. Okay, Veronica, that's fine. I'm not too choosy. I just said something neutral because, I have a bunch of hats I made. Maybe I would attempt to put it on one of them, see how it looks. I already sent the kids a bunch of hats in New York, but I don't think my sons would want to wear a pom-pom. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll send my sister a few, one for her daughter or something. Her daughter's an adult. I don't know if she'd want to wear a pom-pom either. Guess I never wore a pom-pom when I was older. Oh, you could send it to me on Instagram, you know? You just started a Facebook with Debbie Loves Young. What's it say? This is the second time you win. What's the bomber game? I don't know. Your mom loves you. Hi. How you doing? Thanks for coming by. She says, by the time I make my videos and edit, I forgot to do Instagram. I don't edit, you know. I used to edit on my old computer, but whatever came with this computer, when I go to edit, the mouth does not match, you know. Thank you. I'm doing well, a little tired. Been up since really early, you know. Been up since like 5:30, something like that. But we're well. Yeah, you make tutorials. Well, I'll have to check that out. I save tutorials in a list on my YouTube, but all of a sudden the one on it works on my phone fine, but the one on my TV, it's like they won't come up. It just gives me a black screen. This happened before. Oh, you have traveling videos? Cool. Yeah, I'm not doing any traveling right now. I want to go to New York really badly, but don't really want to go there when it's freezing, you know? I don't miss the cold. I've done a few corner to corner blankets. What's that, Veronica? Is that Veronica's link? That's my friend Veronica. Your laptop got hacked? Oh no. I don't really use this laptop for much of anything, but little internets and for the videos. Yes. Steals the show is Veronica. Hey Carrie, how you doing? Thanks for coming by. Thank you. Yeah, just trying to get on here more often, like everybody else. Oh, that's cool. So you crochet around New Zealand. It sounds like it must be pretty there. Like, I'm a city girl, grew up in the big city of New York, you know. Anyway. Anyway, like I said, I didn't get a lot of crocheting done. That's my problem. I finish a project and then I'm like, now what do I do? I mean, everybody else has like 10 whips. I only want to have like 2 or 3 maybe. This way I could just, I'll have something to go to. Like I did that before. I once started 2 shawls at the same time, you know. Well, I just grew up in the city, so it's what I knew, you know. And I still have my 2 sons still live in New York, and I live in Florida near my other son and his wife and my grandson. All right, I'll see what cinching is. Where did it go? Did you send it to me on which? Maybe you sent it to my regular. I have 2 Instagrams. Oh, okay. I was on the other one. Oh, that looks nice. See, it looks nice in the heavier yarn. Is pulling, is that what you're saying? Like, yeah, it's tugging. It looks like it's tugging a little bit. Isn't that pretty? That's a glorious granny too, that Debbie, my friend Debbie that loves yarn, is making. Yeah, I think Rose made, like, she made like a big blanket where she made big squares and put them together. And I think she made them like, you could just make one big blanket as well. So, I mean, my plan was to just make one big blanket out of this, but I don't know. I might just keep working on it, like maybe do a little bit each day. And then maybe start something else, like in a bigger version, see which one I like better. I took out some yarn. Oh, New Zealand is small. Yeah, where I live in, actually where I live now is still a big city. But I lived in a small, I used to live in North Carolina for a while, and it was kind of small townish. Didn't have a lot of people. I like being near all the stores and stuff like that. Instagram isn't difficult. I think it's harder to like get people, you know? Like I just follow other crochet people, and if I see they have at least one or two pictures, I'll follow them, and they'll, most of the time they follow you back, you know? And people now, I tell them I'm on Instagram and they follow me from my channel. I actually have a Nancy's Hooked on Crochet page, so I don't know how many people follow me there, not that many. And I will post things that I made there. And I started an SD, and it's not Nancy's Hooked on Crochet. Because you needed, like, they didn't have enough letters. I couldn't put the apostrophe S, so it's Nancy Hooked on Crochet, you know? Oh, you just forget about it. That's like I had Twitter and I don't ever look at it. And I have Pinterest, but I never look at it. Like, you know, I guess, you know, if you can utilize everything, it's good, you know? That's all. But it took me so long. You know how long I thought about making this market bag? And I finally did it. And and even that blanket, the Starburst one, it was so much easier than I thought. I thought I was going to have to use a lot of stitch markers. Pinterest is bad news. It always looks so busy. So I guess I'm not missing anything at Pinterest. Yeah, I like to post the pictures of the things I made. I have like a personal Instagram, and then I have my Nancy's Hooked on Crochet Instagram. You get lost on that? Yeah, some people are good at it. I guess I used to post things on there or make like a thread. I really rarely go on there, you know. Veronica says she loves Pinterest. She must have it all organized. Oh, so you have the same name on Instagram? Okay, I'll look for you on Instagram. Well, my name's the same on Instagram. It's not the same on the SD, but I put the link. I put one of those link trees on my SD. I can't say it right. Etsy. I'm trying. You know, it's this Brooklyn accent. Debbie, how's your Brooklyn accent? Is it as bad as mine? That's all. Let's see. Anyway, what Tara says, no, it's good, but you never get off of it. Oh, you never get off of it. Hi, Jen. How you doing? Thanks for coming in. What you working on today? Are you making anything special? I kind of started another baby blanket. Didn't get very far. See? It's this big. It's the size of a granny square. It's supposed to be a blanket. And it's super thin yarn. Yeah. Yeah. It's a long Meyer blanket. I don't know what that means. Is that the name of it? I just follow tutorials mainly. But this was kind of fun, and then I wrote it down so I wouldn't have to go back to the tutorial. So I made my own, like, wrote out the pattern. And it wasn't really hard. It just took a long time. It's really stiff. So stiff. And then you would have to make, let's say, like 16 of these to make a blanket, and then sew them together. See, I don't know who thought up with that name. I don't like it because I can't say it correctly. I could say Amazon. I could say, what's the other one? I forget. Well, I have to work on putting up new pictures on that thing. I bought like a big cardboard thing to make a background, to make better pictures. Okay, I'm not that organized. She says she wrote out. Trish says she says I have a notebook of easy patterns I wrote out. I mean, I kind of use the YouTube as a crutch. So God forbid I don't have TV anymore if one day something happens and I'm in trouble. I bought a couple of patterns. Yeah, you like that? There's a tutorial for this. I mean, I made the one square. I started last night and finished this morning. It took me as long as I take to make a hat. But I would have to make 16 of them, so it would take me like forever. I don't know. I have to look for it. Give me a minute. I'll look on my phone. I'll tell you. It wasn't hard. 1 second. So, 1 second. It's under baby blankets. Okay. Well, there's part 1. I didn't get to part 2 yet. I guess once you make all the squares, she tells you how to put it together. She doesn't talk on it. It says part 1, heart baby blanket crochet bobble stitch. And it says Creative Z is the name of the creator. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, I guess you don't have to do all heart squares. But the single crochet, you know, I guess just to do all single crochet is boring. You know, you want something the same exact size. That's all. You want them to be all the same size. I mean, I like it. We'll see. I'm going to try another color. I have another skein of this yarn. I don't know how many I could get out of one regular size skein. Here, I'll show you. This I got at AC Moore when they went out of business. I used part of this on that other blanket that I just finished. So I don't know. I don't know how much yarn. Maybe I could get 3. I don't think I could get 4 out of this. I don't know. So I would have to do multiple colors. I have other blues, you know, since we're getting another boy. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I got some pink box. And I got a bunch of Dollar Tree yarn. I was thinking about taking the Dollar Tree yarn and making a blanket out of it. Because I already made a hat and cowl set out of it. And then seeing, you know, how it would come out. I got some more. Actually, I bought some more the other day. I got some more of this green. Got another blue. I think I got 3 greens and a blue. But I already had a bunch. I was thinking it's all like fall colors. I was thinking about maybe I'll make the glorious granny out of that. I'm not sure yet what I'm doing. Your yarn's expensive there. Well, Dollar Tree, those little yarns were $1. I don't know what that is in your currency. And then we just had big sales at Hobby Lobby. I loaded up over there. So right now I have more yarn than I really need. It's just so tempting when it's a bargain. You know? So Jen, what are you making? And Julie, what are you making? Wow, that's so expensive. You know? And it's too expensive to mail anything here, you know? Like, yeah, you hear about people going to like the thrift stores and then like finding like a old wool sweater and then they take it apart. Oh, right. Yeah, you said a long Meyer blanket. Oh, it's a cowl. Yeah, I haven't done any cowls. I did buy a pattern for a mosaic blanket, but then I wasn't motivated to start it. I did. Oh, you still making that sweater? Is that the same sweater you were making? I know you do a lot of different crafts. I'm weird. I like once I start a project, I'm like on this mission to finish it. So like that baby blanket I made. I don't know. Oh, this one was Jada and Stitches. I showed it already, but I don't know if everybody saw it. I think I got it done in 4 days. It's got 12 points. Oh, you like to do diamond painting? Yeah, I don't have a space that I could do that at. You know, like it's tiny, tiny. I do make some stitch markers sometimes, and I actually drove all the way to Best Buy today after church, and I was thinking about getting a tripod so I could like show how I make my stitch markers, or just use I like did a video with me crocheting in it, and someone said they liked it a lot, and I was thinking, where I could just talk as I'm crocheting. Yeah, I did this. It's like 40 inches round. And I do take breaks. Like, I mean, I'll work on it in the morning and then I'll go out and do errands. And sometimes I babysit. And then, like, at night, I'll work on it for a couple of hours. Yeah, it did. It worked up really fast. And I'll take a picture and like post it on Instagram just when I start it. It helps me to see how long something took. Otherwise, I'll never remember. I'll be like, oh, I think it took me 7 days and maybe it was 5 days. Yeah, some things work up faster than other things. I could tell that this thing is going to take an eternity, so I don't know. I once did a corner to corner of this yarn. This is that really number 3 thin yarn, baby yarn. And I only used 3, and I gave it as a gift. I don't want my grandbaby to see this blanket because, it's for his little brother that's coming. He'll try to steal it. I'll have to make him another blanket, too. He loves my blankies. Thank you, Julie. Anyway, I mean, sometimes I don't think I crochet that fast. I think I just put in the time. I mean, I don't work. I babysit. Sometimes some days I'm in more than other days. Like if I'm home, like tomorrow I don't babysit. I'll try to stay in like all morning and I'll crochet or do laundry in between, like unload the dishwasher and then come back and crochet a little bit. And yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this the way it turned out because sometimes the variegated yarn, the things are short, so you don't, it wasn't really self-striping. You want me to call you and we could crochet together? Okay, we'll try, but I'm not going to stay up too late. I'm here 43 minutes so far. Okay, well, I'm going to try to just do an hour because I'm tired. I could hear him. He must have got up. He fell asleep for a short time. Moving around, probably getting a snack, having some kind of issue. Oh, you're 4 hours. I'll message you first. I could message you first. I don't always have, it depends. I'll let you know when I'm free. So what do you want to talk about? I don't have any games lined up. I got to think of things to do. It's too hot here in the morning even. I mean, I haven't tried to crochet outside. It's so hot here. I mean, it's still like summer weather here. Like in the 80s. Anyway, what else happened today? Oh yeah, so I started to say that I went all the way to Best Buy to go look at the tripods that hold the phone. And when I got there was like a long line. I guess they must have had some sales. And I really just wanted to run in and run out. So I didn't go. Maybe I'll go tomorrow. Yeah, I have a pool, but I don't have the greatest shape. We have like a big umbrella out there. I'll think about it. You know, I'm like spoiled with air conditioning, watching people on lives like as I'm crocheting and stuff like that. You know. Oh, yeah. I guess I should look on Amazon. Does anybody have a good tripod they'd recommend that isn't super expensive? I looked at Walmart, but I need to. If I'm going to try to do any kind of tutorial, it's got to be able to go like this. My phone's a little bit not the greatest phone in the world, but I mean it's on the bigger side. So some of those things that hold them don't work good. I did. I looked there. It didn't look like the right kind. You know, they didn't have a big selection at my Walmart. And I looked a couple. They had the one with the light, but it looked like it stood up straight. Oh, you look at the reviews. Yeah, but not everybody's making like tutorials. You know, if it's just like standing like this on a tripod, that's fine. This way or this way, I think is better. Yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I gotta bite the bullet already and treat myself. I want to treat myself to one, an early Christmas present. You know, been thinking about it for a while. You know? Eventually, I might get a new Fitbit too. Do you like Fitbit? I want to get the one that tracks your heart rate better. You know, I did have a heart condition. I had heart surgery. So it would be good to have the one that actually can tell if I have a heart, my heart's racing. Mm. I actually bought a couple of ones that clamped on the table and I returned them because my phone was just too heavy. It didn't work correctly. You know, I think I bought one at Walmart that I returned that I didn't like it. I couldn't maneuver it. And then I bought another one that was cheap. Oh, you bought one of those? Yeah, the rolling carts. There's one lady, Pamela from Adoring Crochet. She posts everybody's rolling carts or something. Yeah, if you want the whole screen for like the TV, and you gotta put it this way. Otherwise, it's like, it's fine for the cell phone either way, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna get one. It's on my to-do list, kind of like all the different projects I'd like to do. I have a long list. You just started watching Pamela? Yeah, I watch her I watch a little bit of everybody, but some days you just can't get to. What I'll do is I'll go look on who just posted, and I try to look at them right away when they come out. Or if I really like somebody, I go to their channel and check it. But I hit the bell on everybody. Debbie, do you make videos? I think I might have looked for you. Yeah, I follow a lot of people also. I figure if anybody has any kind of videos on, crochet, I'm going to follow them back. But not everybody follows me back. Yeah, I have a lot of favorites too. Well, people I definitely like to watch, but I don't know if they're watching me, but I don't care. You know? Yeah, I heard Seta has COVID. I think she posted another video today saying she went home, or she's staying with somebody. I think she's not home. Oh, you haven't made any crochet videos. Seta has COVID. She went to her and her mother. She went to the hospital. I think she was sent home, but her mother's still in the hospital because her mother actually had a lot of throwing up. But I think her mother's improving. It's just maybe she needed like to be on the IV. It's like, get dehydrated and stuff. Really, used to make jewelry and sell it to YouTube. You got tired of making jewelry? Making oh yeah, so she's at her son's. So she's back at her son's. I guess she's locked in a room or something, maybe. Yeah, but I watched a video and she looked like she was in good spirits, but I was, she's in Virginia. Okay. Is that where she used to live? So she's in your neck of the woods. She moved to Alaska. I'm losing my voice. Yeah. Anyway, so what are we all going to talk about now? It's getting late. You all got to go to work tomorrow? Or it is tomorrow for my friend from New Zealand here. It's already tomorrow. I don't have to get up that early. I'm hoping I'll sleep till at least 8 o'clock. Oh, you make rosaries. Huh? Oh, costume vintage jewelry. You had a channel and deleted it? Could have just put it all on private. What happened? That's interesting though. My sister makes a little bit of jewelry and I think she made some rosaries. Well, she knows how to repair them. She's like a heavy duty Catholic. I go to a Christian church. Oh, you have to get up early, Julie? That's nice. You're making chemo hats, helping the people. Yeah, like where I live, it's like they don't wear winter stuff, you know? And, I got to make some more blue hats for next time. You're in my future? Well, somebody has to be, right? Well, hopefully your day is going well so far. Well, hopefully I'll get to sleep at least 7 hours tonight. Oh, that's nice. I guess, I know there's people around. When I was shopping at the what was it, AC Moore, when they were closed, I met a lady that said she makes blankets for the hospitals. She was loading up her wagon like a crazy person. And she could make a blanket in a day. I was like, really? I can't make a blanket in a day. Yeah, that's right. You're earlier. It's almost 10 o'clock here. So it's getting late. I want to crochet for at least an hour before I go to sleep. So I don't know. I'm going to figure something out. Says, I don't know why. I was just frustrated when I knew I was moving. I had to scale down on everything and I moved here with only, oh, wow. So you got rid of everything. I'm still getting notifications from Cyber Month. Joanne's does not stop sending, I don't know. They're sending me messages at 10 o'clock hoping I'll go online and buy some yarn. Oh, see, when you moved, you got rid of all your yarn? Yeah, I never had yarn until the grandbaby was coming, and I don't know what happened. It exploded. I started watching Bagel Day, and she was clearing the shelves, and then I was hearing that people getting yarn for $1, and I went crazy. I think that's when I got the bug. I got the yarn bug. First, it was just I didn't have a lot of yarn in the beginning. I would go and pick up a bunch of cotton, and I was making like washcloths. Yeah, well, my yarn's taking up a lot of room too. It's mostly in the closet. This is just a little bit, you know? And it's just so tempting to buy it when it's on sale. I just wish I could crochet faster. You had to sell your sewing machine. I had a sewing machine many years ago. I wasn't good with it. My mother and my grandmother used to sew. So, and I don't really have a spot for it. I don't really want one. But I tried that knitting machine and it just wasn't coming out proper. Kept jamming. Well, I haven't really been crafty for years. This is like the first, I always like to draw. My sister paints. She oil paints and she draws and she sews and she did crochet because she made me a crochet blanket many years ago, but she doesn't crochet now. Yeah, well, if you're going to buy a knitting machine, don't buy a really cheap one. That's kind of watch the reviews. Like Margaret Oleander does videos on them. She crochets too. She has says sheepishly sharing. I like her too. You ever watch her? I don't know if I crochet fast. I try not to screw up. I don't crochet slow, but I think I've medium. Yeah, I guess I already knew how to crochet, but I kind of forgot, but I didn't totally forget. So I picked it up pretty quick. But in the beginning, I wasn't going in my stitches properly, and I was adding a lot of stitches. So in the first year, I wasn't crocheting so great. What? Knitting machine fluff from yarn gave you emphysema? Well, oh, that's weird. Okay. Was that, I just recently bought some real wool. Mostly everything I buy is acrylic. You might have seen, oh, you might have seen some of her videos. Yeah, she's got a lot of videos. I like her. I mean, I like a lot of people. I like to make shawls. Yeah, I've lived in 3 states in the last 10 years too. I'm from New York. Then I lived in North Carolina for 5 years. Then we moved back to New York and we stayed there for about 2.5 years. And then we moved here to Florida. But I'm not moving again. Yeah, well, I have some yarn that I picked up at the Hobby Lobby, I guess, that had alpaca. It's really, I did just make a shawl with it. It's like part alpaca, not 100%. Yeah, I guess it's nice to just have yarn, you go, if you're going to donate it, you want to make sure they can wash it, you know. Oh, my leg's falling asleep. So I'm going to have to do another giveaway soon since I hit 800. What yarn you like more? You have any? Do I have a favorite yarn? I don't know. I did really like the shawl and a ball for a while. I like making shawls out of it. I do like pretty yarn. I don't really have I like thank you. I like red hot ombre. I have a bunch of it I got on clearance. I love cheap yarn. No, I like to get it on a deal, I like to get I like a bargain. Your favorite's your red hot super saver. And they say it's better than it used to be. I kept meaning to color my hair all week. Do you do that? Do you like color your hair and like you can't stand it? I buy the stuff and then I don't do it. All the grays. Hopefully you can't. Yeah, I think I've bought full price at Walmart a couple of times. They're cheaper than, let's say, the other stores. I don't always do the lives. I did a couple of videos this week, like little ones. You don't have much hair anymore? You look like you have hair in your pictures. I had long hair. If you ever look at my old videos, I had my hair really long, but the knots, I had terrible knots, and it was just too hard to deal with. Oily hair. Yeah. Veronica's like, oh no, you're at 666. That's terrible. Yeah, you moved quick. I've been on for a long time, over a year. Hey, Dawn, how you doing? Now I can't leave. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. Well, when I first moved to Florida, the ombre at Walmart was only $5. It was a good deal. Mm. But then it went up. It went up to like, I don't know, it's like almost $7 now. But I bought a bunch of it for $2 each. I got a ton of purple and a ton of teal. You sent me another picture? Yeah, Veronica, you could post your link. Wait, I have to go back, I think. She said she sent me, looking in the wrong place, I guess. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, so throw some yarn at Veronica because that's what we say when you want to add somebody, like follow somebody on YouTube. Yeah? I'm just looking for the picture you said you sent me. Oh, there it is. Now I see. Well, your hair looks like it's pulled back. Look at the baby. Did you cut your hair short? Yeah, I got it. Now it came. Did you cut your hair short? I can't tell. Looks like I cut my hair really short. Now it's starting to grow in again, and I'm going to keep it short, but I'm going to let this part stay a little longer. Yeah, I see it now. It looks like you got a short haircut. Yeah, you'll have to come to America just to get yarn, huh? If anybody's not subscribed to my friend Veronica, feel free to add her. Oh, okay. Well, I did my hair pretty short. This whole year it's been pretty short. But then I kind of like it a little longer. Like I'm going to get it shaped. Yeah, I was growing really slowly. Then I don't know. I also go into, I got a bunch of people through Dana and Joe from their little, they do a thing late at night. But I get a lot of people, occasionally that don't crochet or whatever. That's fine. And they usually add me back. Sometimes I get some people that maybe I wouldn't normally watch the channel. Did my number change yet? Or did we get Veronica off of 666? She was on 66. I think I'm at 820 now. I mean, I don't know. I kind of crawl. When I got to 750 pretty quick, and then I crawled to 800. So it doesn't always happen overnight. For some people, maybe. Anyway. All right, I just passed an hour. Yeah, somebody came in late. Like I said, this blanket is really pretty, and it worked up really, really fast and easy. I only needed one stitch marker because as you're doing these rows, like you're not putting like 2 double crochets in the middle. Ones like every 3 rows you do 1 double crochet, 2 chain 2, 1 double crochet. Go. Okay, Julie, thanks for coming in. Have a great day. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I might even make another one. Since it didn't take too long. I have a couple of girl baby blankets made. I'm waiting to see what my friend's daughter-in-law has. Thank you. And I used some of the yarn that I found at the Salvation Army. This kind of, I had 3 of these blue ones. They look like this, but it had the blue and yellow. That's how I got the colors. So that's all. And I'm going to I might start a different Glorious Granny. I do like how it looks. I like the texture. Yeah, you can't click on the names. When the chat comes back, you could always write down the names. You can write down the names if you want to find anybody. Yeah, you'll be paying just as much for the yarn if you can. By the time you buy your ticket and then you come here and then your bag's overweight, it'll be like you paid full price already. Don't they make sales over there? Or are they all little stores? Are they all little stores? Your yarn stores? I gotta put this yarn away. Do it after. Anyway. You never flown out of New Zealand. I never left the United States, but I mean, I've been to different states. The United States is very big. Oh, okay. So you don't do videos? Not yet. I have another channel that I did before I had this channel, and I had put one video with a baby blanket I made when my grandbaby first, came. And somehow that video is up to over 10,000 views. It's on the wrong channel, and I have I had like 10 subscribers, and it went up to like 280 or something over that one video. So I made a few more videos trying to get them to come over to this channel, but I don't think anybody comes. you know? It's a really short video. It's nothing special. It's just a red, white, and blue shell blanket that I did from Jada and Stitches. And I show the blanket. I don't even show my face, you know? You freaked out talking. I used to be really shy as a kid. Then I married my husband. They're all crazy. Oh, mm. I'm not so shy like I used to be. Oh, that's good. I've make videos if I go into like Joann's or Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I kind of sneak around the store with the camera. That's nice. People want to see that, you know? Yeah, one day I went in the Dollar Tree and I made like a really quick video because I don't want to like people to know I'm making the video. So I guess it wasn't, I don't edit, so it wasn't the greatest video. And somebody gave me some kind of criticism and a dislike, you know? Every time you make videos, you don't post them. Why don't you well, you don't have to put your face in the video if you're camera shy. Like I just made, and then I made a few more videos for that channel, just trying to get people to come over here, you know. But it didn't really do anything. So, and a couple of the videos I put up on this channel, I duplicated them on the other channel. Nobody's coming here from there. It's not for everybody. I just kind of like to share what I make, and that's why I like to do it, because I don't have any yarny people over here to share with me. I had one friend that used to go with me to go to my church, and she stopped going for whatever reason. And she, you know, she was a really good crocheter. She was lefty, and she crocheted with her right hand really well. Like she was taught to do it right, even though she was lefty. Oh, $35 for a meter of material. I don't sew, so I guess a meter is like almost like a yard. Yeah, I wasn't outgoing when I was younger, but you know, it changed. You're organizing your yarn area. Yeah, I got rid of some stuff like, you know, like clothes. Like I had lost weight. I gained a few pounds back recently, but I had lost like 35 pounds. So I had a lot of clothes that were like swimming on me. So I donated them to the Goodwill here. Yeah, well, so this is a good way to make yoni friends and talk about these kind of things, you know? So, like, I actually try to teach some people at my church to crochet. In the beginning, when we first started, me and the girl it was her idea. She started it, but then she couldn't come a bunch of times. So I ended up helping the people, even though I wasn't that great at crocheting. I was helping them learn, you know? Debbie's originally from my neck of the woods. Yeah. So you don't have anyone that, you know, I did crochet when I was 19. You know, everybody makes like it's just old people, but obviously you see like a lot of young people are crocheting, pretty gifted at it, you know. Debbie lives in Alaska, but she's originally from Brooklyn, New York. You use inches for measuring, changed to metric when I was 7. Okay, yeah. I mean, a lot of my tape measures have metric on one side. It's kind of like with the pounds too, you know. Like, you know, they go by KGS, like in certain parts of the world, and we go by pounds. Right. Yeah. So, like I said, so I had this friend, and every so often I would send her like a picture of something I made, and she was selling stuff, and like she was asking me and I wasn't ready to sell anything. So basically, at the time, it was before COVID, she was like doing with her sister-in-law. Yeah, Debbie just moved all the way to Alaska. She's near, are you near Seta, Debbie? Yeah, if we appreciate hanging out with one another. Yeah, but she lived everywhere I lived almost. New York, Florida, but not Alaska. I never lived there. Never been there. I hope you love it, Debbie. You know. Anyway, I'm running out of what to talk about. I need to find some. Oh, you were waiting for her to get back. I'm sure. Sounds like she's getting better, but you know, her mother must be older. You know, I don't have my parents anymore. So it says, oh, good. I got 18 likes, and it says 13 people are still here. You're not enjoying it yet? Why, Debbie? Why did you move to Alaska? You'll have to tell me. One day we'll talk. Kiwi. You go by Kiwi? You know, what's Canz? Oh, I get it now. Okay. That's cute, cans. Anyway. Oh, your son. Yeah, that makes sense then. Because, you know, I miss my son's going to get married in January. My baby. Oh, that means Cancer Kids New Zealand. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, so I have my other son and his wife are having another baby, and this one's getting married. We think, because they're going to be doing it in an untraditional way, Zoom. It's a whole weird story in New York. They're doing a lot of social distancing, so you can't have a lot of people. So even if I flew in, like if they let me, then they got to let this one and that one. So, oh, so you lived in Alabama for a while near your daughter. So now you're far away from your daughter. Like I'm far away from my two youngest sons, and I was really close with my youngest. So I miss him, but he's got a nice young lady. He's married, and she's really nice to me too. They have a room for me when I go visit. So if I go, I'll stay for a week. Mm. Ah, I missed something. So did you like Alabama? I've never been to Alabama. I mean, I lived in North Carolina for a while, not far from Myrtle Beach. Anyway, it's late and I'm pooped. And this chair isn't that comfortable, you know? Well, I'm so happy everybody came in today and we all got to hang out and talk about crochet. And I'm definitely going to start something else soon because I'm not sure if I like this because it's going to take so long to work up. I mean, I don't know. I forget how many yards we're in. I don't have the label here. So, Veronica, how many places have you lived? Have you lived in a lot of states since you moved to? Yeah, Veronica's in Georgia. I've driven through Georgia, but I haven't stopped there. You know, maybe for moats, maybe for dinner. Hey, Viviana, how you doing? I was getting ready to leave. You know, it's getting a little late. Now it's 10:15. We're showing everybody what I made. Oh, Flower Creations is here. Thank you. Have a good night, Tammy. So when does summer start for you, New Zealand? Summer just ended, but I'm in South Florida, so it's like almost like summer still. I don't get much winter here. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I like how it looks, but I don't like doing I could tell that it's going to take forever. Have a good night. Anyway, I'm going to go soon. Viviana just walked in. Yeah, whatever. Let me show her my blanket really fast. I did post it on a video. Hard to see. For my baby. I'm getting a new grandbaby. Yeah, I know. Oh, you're going to. Okay, Jen. Yeah, I'm going to go soon too. Yeah, Viviana, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Oh, wow. So yeah, in some parts of the country, like you guys are getting summer and we're getting winter. So like December is like winter. But where I live, it's still summer. I'm in South Florida. So we don't really get, we might get a little cooler at night. We might get an occasional cold day, like maybe in February, but it's pretty hot here all year round. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. We just talked about the same as usual, you know, shopping for yarn, what we've been making, stuff like that. Anyway, it's late. You have a good night too, Veronica. All right. I appreciate everybody that came in to hang out with me. And we'll have to do it again soon. Okay. But I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna call it a night. Okay. Thank you. I'll try to come back soon. Okay. I just come on when I get a minute, an hour. Okay. It was really nice talking to you, Trish from New Zealand, and everybody else too, and Debbie. Good night. Good night.